Some animals grow so massive, they look like they came straight out of a movie. From giant creatures roaming the land to unbelievable beasts living in the sea, these animals are real, and their size will leave you stunned. You won't believe how big some of them actually get. Number 15. The giant Flemish rabbit. Forget the tiny rabbits you're used to. The Flemish giant rabbit looks more like a dog than a bunny. These monsters can weigh over 20 pounds and stretch more than 4 feet long. Seeing one in person is surreal. It hops across the room, and it's the size of a toddler. Originally bred for meat, they've now become bizarre pets, with owners shocked at how much food they inhale daily. Cute? Maybe. But when your pet rabbit eats more than a medium-sized dog, it feels more like a beast living in your house than a pet. And if you think a rabbit this size is freaky, wait until you see what's swimming under the ocean's surface. Number 14. The Japanese spider crab. This is straight out of a nightmare. The Japanese spider crab has legs that stretch up to 12 feet across. Imagine looking down and seeing one of these things crawl across the seafloor. It looks like a giant alien spider ready to drag you into the dark. They live in deep waters near Japan, where they feed on shellfish and even carcasses. With claws strong enough to crack shells, these crabs are no joke, and the worst part? They can live up to 100 years. That means a monster crab could be lurking on the ocean floor for a full century. But if that wasn't terrifying enough, the next animal proves that even land creatures can grow to impossible sizes. Number 13. Big Jake the horse. Meet Big Jake, the Guinness World Record holder for the tallest horse ever recorded. This Belgian draft horse stood at a shocking 6 feet 10 inches tall at the shoulder and weighed over 2,500 pounds. When this horse walked into a barn, it looked like a moving wall of muscle. Farmers used draft horses like this for pulling heavy loads, but Big Jake was on another level. Standing next to him made full-grown men look like children. Sadly, Big Jake passed away in 2021, but his size remains legendary. And if a horse that massive seems unreal, the next oversized predator will make you never want to swim again. Number 12. The Greenland Shark. You think great whites are big? Think again. The Greenland shark grows up to 24 feet long and can weigh more than 2,500 pounds. But here's the creepiest part. It lives for centuries. Some of these sharks swimming today were alive before the American Revolution. Their skin is toxic to humans, their movements slow, but their size is monstrous. They prowl the freezing waters of the Arctic, where barely any light shines. Seeing one drift past is like spotting a living fossil, except this fossil could swallow you whole. But sharks aren't the only oversized sea monsters, because the next animal is even bigger and scarier. Number 11. The giant ocean sunfish. The ocean sunfish, also known as mola mola, is so bizarre that people don't even believe it's real until they see one. It looks like half a fish with a round body and huge fins, but the size is what shocks people. It can weigh up to 5,000 pounds. That's heavier than a pickup truck. Divers who encounter one in the wild describe it as like floating next to a drifting boulder. It's harmless, yes, but it's so abnormally large and alien-looking that it makes your brain question if nature glitched when it made this creature. And if the ocean sunfish feels like nature made a mistake, the next oversized beast proves the land isn't safe either. Number 10. Hercules the Liger. You've heard of lions, you've heard of tigers, but combine them, and you get Hercules the Liger, the largest cat on Earth. This beast weighs over 900 pounds and stretches more than 11 feet long. Standing on his back legs, he towers above most men like a building on 4 paws. Unlike normal cats, ligers never stop growing, which is why Hercules became such a monster. When he opens his mouth to roar, the sound doesn't just shake the ground, it makes your instincts scream to run. But while ligers dominate the land, the next oversized animal shows how even insects can reach terrifying sizes. Number 9. The Goliath Birdeater spider. This spider doesn't just sound horrifying, it is. The Goliath Birdeater, found in South America, can grow the size of a dinner plate with legs stretching nearly a foot across. Its fangs are almost an inch long and powerful enough to pierce skin like needles. While its venom isn't deadly to humans, the size alone is enough to freeze anyone in fear. And yes, it can eat birds. This spider traps them, injects venom, and slowly devours them. Imagine walking in the jungle and seeing one of these monsters sitting on a tree trunk, staring back at you. And if a spider that big is nightmare fuel, the next animal proves even man's best friend can come in giant form. Number 8. Zeus, the Great Dane Dog and bigger. Number 7. The Nile Crocodile. The Nile Crocodile isn't just big, it's a prehistoric killing machine. These reptiles can grow over 20 feet long and weigh more than a ton. Their bite force is one of the strongest in the animal kingdom, crushing bones like toothpicks. It feels like staring at a dinosaur that somehow survived extinction. And if crocodiles are terrifying in rivers, the next giant proves the deep sea holds even darker monsters. Number 6. The Colossal Squid. Forget the giant squid. This one is worse. The Colossal Squid is the true monster of the deep, with eyes the size of basketballs and a body that can stretch more than 40 feet long. Unlike its giant cousin, the Colossal Squid has rotating hooks on its tentacles, designed to grab and shred prey. Only a handful have ever been caught, which makes them even more mysterious. That's not just fear. That's panic on another level. Number 5. The Titan Beetle. In the heart of the Amazon, there's a beetle so big it looks fake. The Titan Beetle can grow up to 7 inches long, making it one of the largest insects on Earth. Its jaws are strong enough to snap a pencil in half and even pierce human flesh. Locals say when one flies at night, it sounds like a helicopter buzzing past your ear. Finding a beetle this size in your room would feel like something straight out of a horror movie. And if a beetle that large is hard to believe, the next giant is a bird that towers over grown men. Number 4. The ostrich. Forget turkeys. The ostrich is the real heavyweight of the bird world. Standing up to 9 feet tall and weighing over 300 pounds, these birds don't just look intimidating, they're dangerous. Farmers who raise them know to never turn their back because a single strike can cave in a ribcage. They may look goofy from far away, but up close, an angry ostrich is a straight-up nightmare. Number 3. The Leatherback Sea Turtle. Most turtles are small and slow, but the Leatherback Sea Turtle is a floating giant. These monsters can weigh over 2,000 pounds and stretch more than 8 feet long. Divers who've seen one say it's like swimming next to a small car. They can cross entire oceans, and when they crawl onto beaches to nest, they look like dinosaurs returning from extinction. But if giant turtles seem unbelievable, the next animal is one you definitely don't want to meet in the wild. Number 2. The Saltwater Crocodile. The Nile Croc is bad, but the Saltwater Crocodile is even worse. Found in Australia and Southeast Asia, these beasts can reach lengths of 23 feet and weigh over a ton. When they clamp down with the strongest bite in the world, there's no escape. For centuries, locals have called them man-eaters, and the name fits perfectly. And if saltwater crocs are terrifying, the number 1 spot goes to a giant that makes everything else look small. 1. The blue whale. The largest animal to ever exist on Earth isn't a dinosaur. It's alive today. The blue whale can grow over 100 feet long and weigh as much as 200 tons. Its heart alone is the size of a small car, and its tongue can weigh as much as an elephant. Standing next to one would make you feel microscopic, like an insect in comparison. Despite their size, they feed mostly on tiny krill, devouring up to 4 tons a day. Seeing a blue whale breach out of the water is like watching a skyscraper rise from the ocean. It's raw, impossible power. And with that, nature proves again and again. When it comes to size, reality can be scarier and more shocking than any fiction.